Thanks for tuning in and finding your way to the J&T GSLC podcast number 17. And we've been talking for a couple segments here, a couple shows. We're gearing up for the 60th anniversary here at Good Shepherd. And we will be talking about that more a little bit later, a little bit of a teaser. We've got some special guests for our 60th worship service, and Kartik is going to join us. So stay tuned for that. But now we are special guest today. We have our first returning guest, Mr. Craig Netzer. So, well, that's a pretty big distinction.
Big deal.
So we've got Craig and
not sure what that's a sign of.
And his lovely wife MJ have joined us today. So just wanted to say thanks and kind of tell us a little bit of how you got to Good Shepherd, how long you've been members here. And just start it off with telling us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, we were just talking that we think it was towards the end of the pandemic that we had been doing a lot of thinking, like a lot of people during the pandemic,
Sure.
and discussing various issues and beliefs. And when people started opening up places to worship in person again, we decided to check some different ones out and check out people's mission statements and belief systems. And one of the places we dropped in on and visited was Good Shepherd. And right away we just felt at home here and really loved what they stood for and their mission statement and beliefs, and we haven't left.
Yeah, and you guys haven't left, and you're very involved here at Good Shepherd. And I mean, were you involved as much at another church previously, or is this something new, or what? What are you involved in?
Council just started with the what's the
Property
ground crew or
property committee, and thank you for doing that.
So yeah, just any place that I can help, I just like to pitch in. When the kids were younger, probably when we lived in Wapaka, we were pretty involved at the church there. But since we've been in Wausau, sorry, not so much. So, and part of it was because we just really weren't feeling at home at any of the other churches.
Sure.
So they're either too big or too, or whatever. So
We had such a great experience in Wapaka at a church, and it was really like our church family. And then we moved up here for work opportunities, and we belonged to several different churches and just had trouble really connecting and recreating that same experience of the church family that we once had. And so then during the pandemic, that really got us talking again, like let's continue our search, and that is how we found our church family now.
Was there something specific or somebody specific or anything that you can point to that really kind of, was it just a vibe or?
I would say it was just day one, right? The vibe.
yeah, I would say, first we liked what we read online, first of all. And then we thought, well, let's check it out. And then, it was so welcoming, and you can just tell that, some churches are kind of fake. The whole welcoming committees and everything, they're just there,
Or at least
because they have to be or something, they volunteered or whatever. But here, there's just sincerity in everything that, is done. So it was nice, and we learned that right out of the gate. So yeah, we felt pretty comfortable right away. Didn't take long. So, and then with Kartika and Angie, they're really good at getting you involved. I mean, they're not shy. They're not shy about getting you going, and it's just like let's give it a shot. So and then from there it just.
I remember them on day one coming up right away and welcoming us. And
Did they give you something to do right away?
pretty much. No, it was just polite, inviting all the time, and I think also the adult forum helped us connect right away and get to know people and meet people and have those kind of deep conversations that we were longing for, talking about Christ and how to live it out, and I think that's what we saw in the church too, is that people were really living it out, and there were opportunities for us to join in and do that, and we were continually asked to and welcome to, and that just drew us in.
It just tells me a little bit when you look around at who belongs to the church and who comes or who attends, and it's like, when you see as many pastors that attend church as would come here, it's pretty remarkable, really. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Nice, isn't it? Yeah, it is kind of nice. And MJ, I know you're in youth choir
Yes.
and you're in.
Well, we have a strings group too that I joined too, and again, I was just playing ukulele as a librarian for story time, and then Angie and Kartika found that out, and then I was invited to be in the youth choir, which I didn't realize sung as well. I should put that together, but then I was encouraged to sing right away, and I remember feeling really shy about that, but they just kept telling me that the Lord loves it, and that I was welcome, and that was super fun, and I learned a lot of new skills and continue to do so. And then the violin I hadn't touched since I was 18 on my graduation day, and then Craig told Kartika that I used to play the violin, and now I play it again.
Well done, Kartika.
Yeah.
So then we had to build a music room, buy more
Right.
instruments.
We did, right. And then we had to find the violin.
The snowball just started rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And that was funny. So, but it's been fun, and I love it, and I wouldn't have done it without that encouragement.
Yeah.
And I have enjoyed getting the violin out again and playing. And I would say that's probably one of the biggest joys is to worship with music. It just fills my soul, and I never would have discovered that if I hadn't been here and run into Kartika and her music ministry.
Well, it certainly enhances worship service, and for somebody that isn't musically inclined, I appreciate you doing that, so I enjoy it. You too?
Oh, yeah. They don't want me singing or anywhere near music.
So I know you do some video for us, and you did property, community, and council. How do you enjoy it? How do you like council?
I like council. I didn't know if I'd like it or not, but I do. I kind of.
He actually brings cookies.
I do.
He's the
I
cookie
feed
guy.
everybody all the
Never had
time.
cookies.
Now it's
I
kind of
know.
now it's kind of known, and they're disappointed if I don't bring them. So it's like, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid to grab them first.
And what
No,
would
I
you-
like it.
I was on for a while. I found it very educational and a great way to get to know people. And,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And what would you say? I mean, you guys since day one have been pretty active here. What would you say to people that are thinking about it or maybe want to be more active? Does it take a lot of time, or do you get more back than what you put in? Or
Well, you definitely get more out of it, like they always say. And I think it just give it a try, because I think they were very encouraging. I was like, if it's not a match, you don't have to do it forever, but it's kind of fun to have new experiences, and you really get to know people, and that's fun.
And there's no pressure. It's not like, it's you feel like someone's, holding, a gavel over your head or something. You just, you kind of want to be there after a while. So it's, at first you're nervous because you don't really know anybody or anything, but once you kind of get to know people and you just realize we're all just people trying to figure things out, right? So it's like.
Mhm.
I do think give it a try is a great thing for people to understand. I mean, we've had people come to Bell Choir for one practice. I was on council, and we had a guy come for one meeting. And he's like, "This isn't working for me." I'm like, "Okay." I mean,
Right.
I mean, nobody.
It's not like in the last Tuesday, sorry, you're in now.
Yeah.
3-year commitment.
No, I mean, everybody's like, "Yeah, that's okay." We found somebody else, and it was great, and he was still active and did the things that he liked to do. But I mean, I think you're right. If you just give it a try, and if you're in the wrong spot, try something else. But I think that's great advice for people, because it's always for me, the more I put in, the more I seem to get out. Although not sure about these podcasts with.
This is beat up on Josh.
Yeah. That's hard. I still like it.
One of the few, right? Perfect. Well, we appreciate it. We're very excited to have you guys here. And it's been really fun to get you knowing. I know Carrie really enjoys playing with you guys and seeing you guys play it. I think it's nice to hear what people newer find special about the place. I enjoy it very much. You think we're gonna make it another 60?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're growing. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right.
Bring your friends.
Bring your friends. Yeah, growing churches.
Come on.
Great. Well, thanks again. Thanks for coming in
Well,
and thanks for everything you do around. We appreciate it.
All the time you guys put into it, that's awesome. Even this, that's cool.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back, everybody. Just wanted to mention this is I guess our third segment in our leading up to our 60th anniversary. So our final podcast here for that. We're welcome with Kartika, you can see, and she's going to go over, I guess, some details about our worship service and after our worship service. So kind of some people that we haven't seen before for a while.
Probably.
Yeah.
Some people that you've seen, back, and some people that you probably haven't seen in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a huge celebration. We have a Eucharist worship with Pastor Dan Sire preaching. We're excited about that. We also have former pastors and former intern, I guess Pastor Karen was.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Pastor John presiding, Pastor Kemp assisting, Pastor Karen Jewell, who was our first intern, I think, at Good Shepherd. She's also coming to read and do some musical stuff, and Pastor Nancy.
So a lot of
it's
old famous, I shouldn't say
support-
old.
Don't say old.
A lot of famous previous pastors, so that'll be a chance to
Yeah.
meet with them, so that'll
Yeah.
be nice. Pickup choir is at,
Pickup choir is at 8, so if you would like to sing, if you love singing, notice that I don't say if you sing well. If you love singing, join us at 8. We'll practice to sing for worship.
you don't have to be in
On that
choir
day.
before anybody. It'll be a relatively straightforward piece.
Mhm. It's a unison piece. I'm not going to pastor you to join choir afterwards, so it can be a one-time thing.
Unless you're really good.
Unless you're really good, I might.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's at 8, the service is at 9.
Mhm.
It'll be done in.
It'll be done in about an hour. It's a regular service, unless we have 300 people, then communion might take a little longer.
Okay, and there might be some other special music,
Yeah.
yeah.
Special instruments.
So, should I say?
No.
Maybe one of us will try to play the harmonica,
Well,
but
we'll see.
we'll see how that
Not
goes.
one of
Not one
of us.
Okay, because I wasn't sure.
And then,
Told.
and then afterward, we're having,
Afterwards, we're having a fellowship time with chicken dinner, and there is a sign-up sheet outside of my office if you want to bring salads or desserts.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's kind of more of like a potluck style. There will be cake. Everybody loves cake.
Mhm.
There will be games, lots of kids' activities, and family-oriented activities. They're for adults too.
So we should mention this is September 7th, by
Yes.
the way, correct? That'd be good to know.
Yep.
Sunday, September
The whole
7th.
community is invited, friends,
Mhm.
family.
friends, family, yeah, bring your
And-
neighbors.
Yeah, bring
Yep.
your neighbors. We're praying for good weather, obviously. Also, as you can see, I'm wearing some
Yeah.
Good Shepherd merchandise, so if you're interested in that, you can talk to Angie or Kartika. There's sign-up sheets, I believe.
Yep, there's an order form, so we can order more.
Okay.
Good, it should be a great time. Saturday, September 7th, 8 a.m. choir, 9 a.m. service. Dinner to follow, a lot of famous people, friendly faces. We hope you all can make it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.